We're still doing this shit.
Last time on Missing Stars! Our hero, Erik Wilhelm, made another breakthrough with his shy friend Anna when she playfully punched him in the arm, accompanied Fran to the cafeteria where they spoke with the twins, Natalya and Sophia, and learned Natalya had done well in her test due to Erik's help. Fran, being Fran, tried to take the group to a nightclub to get plastered in celebration, but their plans were thwarted by Ella and Irene. Our story picks up as Erik and Fran are treated to dinner at Sophia's apartment, where wacky hijinks are sure to ensue. Because fucking Fran is there.
Since the club is a no-go for tonight, I thought we might as well make the best out of your stay here. Do you have wine? We only need 7 bottles to be good. Look at this shit. The fuck is the point of the coaster if it's just like, what the... So my only concern in this entire thing is, if I had said no to this, would it meant that I could spend time with Lena? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna save scum. I'll do that after I finish the game for the first time. Then I'm gonna save scum the shit out of this fucking game until I get Lena's route. Anyway, are you okay now? Don't worry about me. I just can't take too many car or bus rides. I don't have the stomach for it, I realize. Fran, never wanted to feel the vaguest modicum of shame, hurries up to the table and takes a seat. Looking course. I follow them, and at the table I'm greeted by an appetizing, if kind of random, assortment of food. There's a fish soup, a large batch of french fries, steamed vegetables, chicken wings, and a large bottle of soda. Sounds like some good shit. I've never had fish soup before, but dude. I'm tempted to ask about the haphazard array of condiments Natalya brought, but my stomach prefers to spare the questions for later. Oh, what's this? Smells heavenly. I just used what I had in the cupboards and fridge, so I just whipped up what I can. I forgot to shop yesterday, so I glanced at her incredulously. Looking at the presentation, do you think it's a winning dish straight out of one of those TV cooking contests with perpetually irate Scottish chefs for hosts? Donkey! Seeing this as another golden opportunity to talk up her sister, Natalya speaks again. Sophia's taken cooking classes since she was young. She taught me how to chop onions when I was 12. You should try it. Oh yeah, right. They were talking about how great she was at cooking, like the very first time we met her. Is Sophia wrapped? Is she wrapped in this game? You should try it, Erik. I take my seat beside Fran. Hell yeah. And receive my share of the food. Hesitantly, I take a sip of the soup. How is it? How's it? It's good. Just the perfect sister to deal with someone like Natalya, huh? She's very lucky. Well then, let's get to work now. No one protests. We gladly pass the meal over brief bits of light conversation, and by the time it ends, we're slumped against our seats, almost too full to move a finger. With nothing better to do at hand, Sophia, Fran, and I discuss school. Natalya, meanwhile, studies the leftover soup and condiments with a suspiciously curious look. Again, I'd like to thank you for yesterday, Erik. I'm very glad you and Miss Katja were there. And also, Fran, I guess, probably. No, don't mention it really. I didn't do a lot, to be honest. I'm honestly just relieved to see Natalya doing so well with the newer environment. Hiccups notwithstanding. I've never seen her this annoyingly happy in years. A Natalya who's not annoyingly happy, huh? That's a very difficult mental image to picture. Natalya rejoins the conversation at this remark, pouting indignantly. I'm not annoying. Sophia chuckles. R2? D2! Case in point. We laugh in unison. While this was going on, however, I noticed Natalya nonchalantly pouring ketchup and cinnamon powder into her glass of soda. I might regret ever asking, but, what are you doing? She simply smiles at this question. Can you pass me the soy sauce, please, Erik? No. What's that first? I warily look at the potion she's happily mixing. She reaches out for the bottle of soy sauce anyway, and before I could stop her, she pours a generous amount into her ungodly concoction. Fran and Sophia simply look on for a solid minute, totally dumbfounded. What is that? Done! The witch, finally satisfied with her eldritch magnum opus, adds a spoonful of mayonnaise, gives it one final stir, and gently pushes... Dude, I love the writing in this game. And gently pushes the glass toward us, beaming expectantly. Within it, a black, sludgy, chunky, ineffable madness gazes back at us. Voila! It is the Volkova special. Huh? But why? I put that out reflexively, but I'm deathly afraid that she might just tell me. I want to play a game, Erik. Crap! I've watched enough horror films to know that people who say that line can't be up to any good. Not minding the horror etched on our faces, though, Natalya continues with her explanation of the rules. Don't worry, this is a popular child's game in Russia. It is? It is, yes. So we pass this glass around, all of us, and we sing a little song while we do so. And when the song ends, who has it takes a drink of it. Why would we do that to ourselves? Don't worry, Erik. If you don't want to, that's fine, but you must answer a question. It's like truth or dare. I believe it, because it's going to take an incredible degree of daring to even consider touching the cursed thing. And then you get to add whatever condiment you want to the special. What? I feel deeply relieved upon hearing her bright, confident reassurance. Not. Much to my dismay, however, it looks like both Fran and Sophia are interested. You are such a buzzkill, Erik. First, you don't want to fucking go out drinking with Fran. Now you don't want to play this horrific fucking game that's probably going to traumatize you for life. Like, what's wrong with you? Sounds fun. Let's try that. Natalya is enraptured by the positive response and happily nods. I still desperately try to register my objections. How about we don't? How about we don't? Always the party pooper, huh, Erik? Thank you, Fran. Thank you. How about you try to be in with the hip thing once in a while? I'd call you lame, but I don't want to come off as offensive or anything. Hey! Listen, I don't know about you, but there's no way you can make me drink that thing. Call me a party pooper, but I prefer my digestive system intact, thank you very much. In response to my predicament, Natalya gently pats me on the arm and smiles warmly. Don't worry, Erik. I'm rooting for you. I'll be answering a question, please. Oh! Okay, Miss Fran, your question is... What is your biggest fear? That my family will never accept who I am and keep refusing to understand me as a person, treating me like some sort of untouchable outcast they'd rather ignore? Oh! I see. Fran? Just kidding, it's the boat scene from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie. That's some Tabasco sauce to the drink, thank you very much. Dude, I want to learn more about Fran, honestly. I feel like we just heard something Fran wasn't supposed to let slip. Oh, Chocolate Factory! Aha, sounds nice, I love chocolate. She squirts a generous helping of the sauce into the drink. Oh my god. I find her innocent smile cute most times, but right now her smile is the smile of a child with a loaded gun in her hands. As interested as we are in not dying, no one since the beginning of the game has so much thought of even tasting the dark, wretched puddle. For about 20 bucks, I'd take a shot. The smell of cola, onion powder, and fish sauce. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? 50 bucks. Violate my nostrils like an olfactory Frankenstein. I now know what blasphemy smells like. Tell that to Father Max. You're up, Dance. Fess up or drink up? Oh, I will answer. Looks like even the mad doctor doesn't want a taste of her own medicine. Great! So our question is, what's your most embarrassing moment ever? I once cried in class because my lunch got switched with Sonschkatz. It was very embarrassing for me. Huh. What's going on with Natalya's food? Because the first time we met her, she was very, very insistent that she eat her meal for her. Then there's this whole thing with this food, like condiment concoction thing that Natalya didn't even know what the fuck was going on with. So, you know, obviously it's not a Russian traditional thing. And now she says that her most embarrassing time was that when her lunch got switched with her sisters. That's actually really intriguing. Your turn, Erik. I'll take truth, thanks. You're all boring. You haven't sipped even a little. Come on, Erik, try it. Answering questions is very embarrassing, yes? I'd rather die of embarrassment than die of poisoning any time. Suit yourself. What to ask? For some reason, she doesn't meet my eyes. Erik, why do you walk funny? And just like that, the little smile on my face freezes, as if a bucket of cold water just spilled down my spine. Natasha! No, it's fine. I guess I do walk a bit weird, huh? Familiar images flash like lightning in my mind. Not now, I thought. Natalya looks a little confused, unaware of the many things attached to what she just said. She does seem to be very naive as a character. Did I say something wrong? I take a deep breath as I become aware of the 1,000 ghostly pins and needles prickling my numb leg. Not now. The table stumbles into an uneasy quiet as the mood dampens like a sock in a puddle. Not now. Keep your cool, Erik. This is supposed to be a fun night. Before reason could snap me out of it, I grab the ungodly mixture and take a gulp. My whole being convulses to eject the sinful fluid as its mangled taste and scents overwhelm my senses, but I hold my mouth to stop me from gagging. Oh, there we go! I brush away a tear from my eye and chuckle in between a cough. Sorry, I took the drink after all. Took it like a man, too. Thanks. Feel a little guilty, but now talk about how my leg came to be can wait. That's fair. You know what? I'm actually kind of proud of Erik. He wasn't ready for it. He recognized it. but he still freaking played along with it. He wasn't a buzzkill. That's cool. Well, then it's my turn, yes? Fortunately, the mood recovers after a while, despite the little setback, and the night continues on without further incident. Well then, seems like it'll just be us tonight, dear. Let's get going. Good night, Ruskies. Yeah, night all. I wave goodbye at the two of them, but before I can turn to go, and they disappear into the room. An uncomfortable stinging sensation rises in my gut, and I feel cold sweat down my neck as realization hits. I'm so going to be in a world of pain tomorrow. Shit. Phone? No, alarm. Where the... It's 6:30, idiot. When else does the alarm go off? My head is killing me. There it is, I can feel it in my hand, and I make the necessary motions instinctively. Anything to make it stop. 6:30 already? But I just went to sleep 5 minutes ago. It can't be. I reel my extended arm back in, the phone clutched in a death grip. Please tell me he's in bed with Fran. That would be hilarious. Oh, damn it. Oh, my head. Yeah, 6:30. What a surprise. Peeling a layer of sheets back, I swing my legs out over the floor. The rest of my body doesn't really follow suit, and my head remains awkwardly, yet somehow still comfortably, cocked just enough to remain on the corner of the pillow. A new surge of pain strikes through my brain to drive home the point. Did I fall off another mountain last night? No, worse. I don't remember everything, but the less said the better. Did someone slip alcohol into that godforsaken drink? Fran, I didn't intend on drinking. Antidepressants and alcohol don't exactly mix well. You're right. And the thought of running into them at breakfast, my head throbs again as I try to lift it off the pillow. Ugh. That's settled in. No breakfast today. Turning over onto my side, I set my alarm through bleary eyes. Another half hour of sleep would be nice. I think I had a good time, relatively. Some peer bonding and all that. Not the most responsible thing to do, but it feels like it was worth it. I could be responsible some other day. Today, for instance. Like, I could start by getting out of bed. But I'm tired. Get up. Am I really having this debate with myself? Get up, Erik. I lift myself onto my pillow, on my elbows for a moment, but the throbbing sensation in my head sends me back down. Oh shit. Okay, a little more sleep wouldn't hurt. I don't really have to get up quite early. I set my alarm again and drag myself under the covers. Half an hour more. The alarm rings out again, muffled, but it's the vibrating in my hand that startles me awake. You've got to be kidding me. No more messing around, I guess. This time I throw the phone to the foot of the bed, knowing I'll have to get up in order to retrieve it. Just a few hours of... I thought last night was a Friday. What? Just a few hours of classes and then you can crawl back into bed, Erik. No big deal. Yeah, okay, in a second. Fists clenched, I rub my eyes with extra vigor, as if that ever works, and let out a long sigh. What was I thinking? I throw an arm over my face. Next time Fran says they have a good idea, I think I'll just tell them to... Oh shit. In one quick motion, I throw off the blanket. This can't be happening. Did I really miss both my classes today? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Miss Clay's on the other side of the door. The headache hasn't let up. Actually, my racing heart only makes it worse, but it's not my biggest worry right now. On unsteady legs, I stumble over to the door. I'm really not sure if I could feel worse. If I knew it was a school night, then I would have said no, but, I mean, whatever. Is it Ella? It's probably fucking Ella. I'm here. After a moment of mental preparation for the oncoming lecture, I take hold of the knob and swish the door open. Oh, it's just you, Irene. She stuffed something into her pocket. It is indeed. So it looks like you didn't follow our advice from last night, did you, Erik? My eyes close almost on their own. Natural reaction to the lightheadedness I'm feeling, I think. When you didn't show up to classes this morning, Ella asked me to check on you. I pinch one eye tighter and draw my face into what probably looks like an expression of complete agony. Are you? Okay. Is that some genuine concern? I'm touched. I'm fine, just... I can feel the door frame tilting subtly away from me. It's not supposed to do that. Somewhere in my gut, something unpleasant is brewing. This isn't really a good time. A night of video games, was it? I need to lie back down. Irene, now's not the time. I need to lay down again. I don't feel so good. She takes a step closer, looking intently at my face. Don't look it either. Yeah, thanks. She sighs. Have you been drinking enough water? Chills run down my arms and an ugly taste creeps up in my throat. I'm going back to bed. No, I'm not. I'm going somewhere, but it's not to bed. Move. I trudged from the doorway down the hall, pleading with my stomach every step to just hold out for one more. The last few steps turned into a sprint. I dropped to my knees and let nature take over. It's over quickly enough, but I can already sense that I'm in this for the long haul. Let me reiterate. What was I thinking? I was thinking you'd have an awesome time with Fran on a night that wasn't a school night, but apparently it was a school night, so fuck me, I guess. After 15 minutes of clinging to the toilet, I make so many poor decisions. As if my fear and hunger playthrough wasn't evidence of that enough. Kneeling before it and begging for forgiveness for the last night's sins, it feels like I might actually continue existing among the living. For now. And now, bed sounds very appealing. The door opens to surprisingly cool, fresh air. For the interior of a dormitory, that is. In the hallway, Irene picks herself up from the floor where she was sitting and dusts off her skirt. God, I'd actually forgotten she was here. Not enough water, most definitely. Here, drink. She produces a bottle of water from somewhere. I feel obliged to drink it, even if I don't really want it. Those three have this effect on their companions, you see. I take slow, shallow sips of... Oh, so Sophia's a partier. Okay, apparently. Well, I mean, she didn't agree to that insane game that Natalya suggested. Maybe I should go Natalya's route if it means hanging out with Fran more. I can't believe number one waifu in this game is also husbando, also probably somebody who doesn't have a route. But they're just fucking hilarious and I can't help but like them. I take slow, shallow sips of water. They have the classic symptoms of that particular condition, I'm afraid. The first stage begins with slurred speech and decreased coordination. Final hours often involve headaches, disorientation, vomiting. I think that last part is called a hangover. One and the same, really. Irene follows me back into my room while I take a seat on the edge of the bed. What's the diagnosis, doctor? You'll live, though you may not be out of the woods yet. You should lay down. And I've left plenty of water by your bedside. You do well to drink it over the next few hours. Like, seriously, did he actually drink alcohol? I glance over at my bedside table. She's placed a couple See, here's the thing. I've never gotten drunk to the point where I threw up the next morning. I have gotten drunk plenty of times where I threw up the night of, but not when I woke up in the morning after. Okay, so there was one time where I did throw up the morning after, but that doesn't count. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Wow, thanks. Is there anything else you need? It hits me all of a sudden how nice she's being to me. I barely know her. No, I'm good. Thanks though, really. With a gentle smile, Irene heads out the door. After a decent nap, I finally feel well enough to enjoy what's left of the day. What am I to do now? Interesting. So I'm assuming that if I had said maybe not a Katja's request, I probably would have had another option here. I mean, Katja's amazing, so, you know, why the fuck not? But we're gonna call it here, actually, because I'm drunk as shit. It's past midnight, and I'm gonna hit myself tomorrow when I wake up. So yeah, everything is going okay.